Hi guys, this is Man and his Tiger. In this video, we're just going to check out how to change the coolant on your liquid cooled motorcycle. Be it a 200cc or a 2400cc motorcycle, you can follow the same process or a procedure to change the coolant at your home or at any service center. So in order for the convenience, before just skipping into the video, I'm just going to let you know the steps that I have carried out to change the coolant. So step 1 would be just remove the coolant, like old or the existing coolant from your motorcycle. Step 2, use distilled water only to clean the radiator and the hose. Step 3, close the loop or the connection, fill the radiator with the distilled water, turn on the engine, let the fan kicks in, let it run, then turn off the engine, remove the distilled water, so that you can find some dirt particles in the radiator or the hose will be washed out from the hose. So you can follow that, or you can repeat the same process like step 2 or step 3 once again in order to make sure the radiator and the hose is clean. So step 4 would be, again before filling the coolant, rinse it once again with the distilled water. So before step 3, we are for the step 2 and step 4 would be rinsing out the radiator and the radiator hose. Step 5 would be filling the coolant. So coolant is of your own choice. You can use Motul Motocool, or you can use Maxima Coolanol, or you can use Enginize, or whatever it is in the market. So fill the coolant to the right prescribed amount by the manufacturer. So these are the 5 steps that I have carried out to change the coolant on my motorcycle. So we are at Motodynamics. Thanks to Jaideep and his team for doing this service. Well, Yuvraj is at work right now, so he's just going to remove the clamp near the radiator hose in order to loosen it, so that we can flush out the existing or the old coolant. So at 30,000 kilometers, I have changed the coolant, but what we have forgot to do is like we haven't cleaned the reservoir as well as cleaned the radiator, which means I just removed the old coolant, which is like a 30,000 rand used coolant, and filled the new coolant. That's it. So right now Yuvraj has just loosened the clamp and he's flushing out the coolant. Yes, it just takes some time. Let it drain. It just need to be drained from the radiator for completely. So as if I told before, we have done the step 2 of rinsing the radiator and the hose with the distilled water. Right now we are just filling the radiator by closing the loop, so that we can fill the radiator, turn on the engine, and let's wait until the fan kicks in. Yes, we have filled it. It's going down, the engine is on, and yes, let's wait. We have filled nearly 2 liters of distilled water. We have just closed the loop, the engine is on, the fan kicked in, and we kicked off. So we turned off the engine. Now Yuvraj is going to remove the distilled water. Oh yeah, see the discoloration of the distilled water. There will be some precipitation on the radiator and the radiator hose. So it's a good practice to change the coolant every year. So if at all you're doing that, you don't need to do it or repeat the process of just filling it and turning it on the engine to clean it. We just need to, so it is enough to rinse out with the distilled water alone. So let's wait until it completely drains off. Oh guys, look at this. So that's the dirt which is accumulated in the radiator. Not everything actually. Well, what we are going to do is, right, we're just going to rinse off as a 4th step, which I have mentioned earlier, so that we are ensuring that no dirt or muck is sticking to the hose pipe or the radiator. Oh yeah, you can see this. It's more or less clear water what we just pouring at the top of the radiator. I'm just closing it with my hand so that it just comes out to the other pipe. Yes, I think it is clean actually. So we haven't repeated the step 3. I have just done at least only once. Oh, it's overflowing. Yes. Let's wait until it's completely drained. Don't forget to clean the reservoir, coolant reservoir. Look at the before and after picture. Yeah, that's how dirty it was, and that's how clean it is. So it's like actually 2 liters, 100 ml it consumes. So just to trim off this radiator cap. Right? Let's wait. Let's see. We need to fill it again. If not, we will wait. Then we need to check whether the coolant level is dropping or not. Yes, we have also filled the reservoir. Right now I have filled it at the max so that if at all it consumes a little bit, it can just take it from the reservoir. So that's it. We are done with changing the coolant.